let me just share with you. We will be posting every weekend. We actually post our analysis, Boon Hui and myself. Boon Hui is more of a text person, so he'll be posting his analysis over here. Alright, report style. Some of you will love to read reports. Then Boon Hui report will be very good for you. Myself, I'm a fan to read his content, and of course you can definitely interact over here at appsocial.com. I'll paste a link for you, alright, in the group chat. Yep, so myself, I'm more of a video person. I find that it is more interactive, at least that's how I feel. So Boon Hui Cat Frank trade hit 119 pips. Wonderful, congrats. Alright, so on my end, I'll be sharing more of like video analysis, stuff like that. Okay, and we'll be posting on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, first-hand information to people who like our page. A new initiative that we try out on this social trading platform that we share our analysis over here. Alright, so this is a video version of it. Alright, so I'll be sharing like ideas like, hey, there's a bad pattern and whatsoever. So on Wednesday, when we do our midweek market analysis, we will go through to see if such trading opportunity is still valid, and at times you might have already engaged it on Monday or Tuesday. Alright, so head on if you love to have more trading ideas over the weekend. I think weekend is the best time to do your analysis for the week, because the market is not moving and it keeps you very clear-minded, clear-headed to actually do your analysis without and with lesser, I won't say without, but definitely with lesser interference, alright, in the market and whatsoever. Alright, so set aside 30 minutes a day, easily achieved, and of course you can give yourself a Monday off because you did it on the weekend already for your analysis. Yep. So let us get started. So today's session, I will be focusing on a few parts for sure. That's it. First, I will be going through whether the overall trend based on a time frame, based on my analysis and my definition, is it a bullish trend or a bearish trend? I mean, you say that if I say that the trend is bullish, if you choose to buy, you are trend trading. If I say the trend is bullish and you choose to sell, you're counter trend trading. So it is not just like a conversation starter to talk to people, but it's more of, it is kind of related to your trading strategy. So let's say you are trend trading, you can be a bit bold on your targets. You can actually shoot for the previous high or previous low. In this case, let's say the trend is a bullish trend, the previous high over here, the immediate high, or even you stretch over here is fine if that's trend trading. Alright, so if you are counter trend trading, let's say you're looking for selling opportunity. So selling opportunity, trend trading, the lowest is over here. Alright, so definitely by looking at this, you are not very enticed to do it. But let's say if you are counter trend trading, the overall trend is bullish, you are selling. Even that, I think selling having a target to the recent low is a bit risky. Alright, because you are trading against the trend and you don't know whether there will be a reversal coming up. Alright, so just have to know your portfolio and profile, what kind of traders you are, so you can plan your trade even better. Alright, so personally, I'm more conservative when it comes to counter trend trading on my end, and trend trading, I am a bit more bold in terms of my target arrangement and stuff like that. Okay, so one of the rules that I need to have to confirm a trend. Okay, so we can see that this is the movement from the high to the low, correct? So this was a high price that created a new low. Can everyone agree? So over here, created a new low at this price. Okay? Great. So this is the high that I'm interested to look at. So what do I look for? I don't just look for the price to go over, but also to close the closing price above the high. So this happened the first time. Alright, the market went up from here. First time, first high was created. Then this high became very important to me. Market came down. I'm looking for what? Another break of the high. break above and close above the high. For the second time, so this became the confirmation of bullish trend. So as long as the market did not break and close below the low price over here, it is a very strong trend trading opportunity. Therefore, this region become very important for trend traders to engage a trade. However, right now, the market has break below and closed below the low price one time. It doesn't necessarily mean that the market is bearish, but for sure, it is not the strongest bullish trend right now. In order for it to be bearish, the market have to break and close below the low price over here after the retracement. Okay, so right now my analysis, you have to be very clear with this, because moving forward, other currency and other time frame, I will going to speed up. Okay, so you have to know my definition. Okay, well, so you know what I'm talking about, and as long as this low is not broken, it is still considered a bullish trend. So daily chart is bullish right now at support area. The best reward is the risk ratio, and your money is put at a very well worth location, meaning to say that if market break and close below 1.1101, please include your buffer. You don't just put one pip below. Yeah, okay, so it depends on the rules for your buffer. Okay, for myself, I use ATR, and I did education. I did train my students how to use ATR well. All right, so it really depends on your buffer. Head down to the 4-hour chart. So I do 3 time frame: the daily, the 4-hour, and the 1 hour. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, let's see. So while waiting for the chart to load, I like to use this time to actually have a good shout out. If you find that this is something that is helpful to you, click the share button right now so more traders can come in and watch. And of course, if you have any questions on any currency pair that is not within my 12 list, the last pair is Pound Aussie, feel free to punch in the questions, and I'll get back to those questions later after I've done with the usual 12. Alright, so to the 4-hour chart, let's see. On the 4-hour chart wise, this was the low price, market broken once. So even on the 4-hour is still bullish, although it seems like bearish. That's when the rules come in very, very important. Okay, so it's still bullish if you watch closely. Yeah, for me, it's just it could be a change of trend, but you need a break and close below the low. On the 1 hour, there's no shortcut. Yeah, so you have to double check. Okay, this was the support, broken once, then you go into consolidation and broken again. So however, on the 1 hour chart is bearish movement. So you might be asking, hey Rain, so what now? You have bullish, and bearish. So some traders, they use rules like, if the 1 hour time frame is bearish, so it might be an early indication that market may change. Not so much for me. To be very, very clear, for traders, or rather for myself, when I use multiple time frame, okay, when I say it's bullish trend, then even on a 1 hour chart, I'll look for a support level, a good indication for a buying opportunity for trend trading. And of course, if it does give me a very good counter trend trading opportunity on euro dollar based on the 1 hour chart, I will still short it based on 1 hour trend trading opportunity, overall picture, and time frame specific. So it really depends which side of the rules you're looking at. So for euro dollar, pretty straightforward for me. Alright, so I'm waiting for something to happen within this blue zone and this red zone, or rather the light red zone. Light red is for me to look for a selling opportunity, and blue for a buying opportunity. Very straightforward. Yeah. Alright, so to the 4 hour, minimum I need to look at is a double bottom. So over here there is a double bottom. Alright, but not the very symmetrical one, so basically I ignore this setup. So I will need more confirmation to engage this trade. And to the 1 hour, so on the 1 hour chart, what I can see over here is nothing much. It's just market going everywhere, you know, spiking and stuff like that, because there are some talks about the ECB side, you know, talking about rates cuts and stuff like that. Okay, so even a pullback over here is not strong. It doesn't go like 61.8 or 78.6 range, which is a comfort level that I look for a trend trading buying opportunity. So basically I missed this trade. Market then break above and close above the high. Alright, so what I can do at the bare minimum is use a trend line to guide me for a buying opportunity. So in short, trend line is not good enough for me. So euro dollar no trade. Alright, totally not looking at it. Still have to wait for more. Yeah, pound dollar, let's hit to the daily chart. Pound dollar on the daily chart, very bearish movement. You can see that further extension downwards. Alright, so counter trend traders like myself looking for counter trend trading opportunity, we need to look for some form of confirmation before we engage the market. 24-hour chart. Alright, so this is the 4-hour chart. Very bearish, went flat again. Do note this Friday is a non-farm payroll, US non-farm payroll, so market quiet is pretty normal to wait for the US non-farm payroll statement. So traders, you might want to hold back your trade and decide if you're going to do a reanalysis after this week. 1-hour chart, market came down, went flat. So this is where very classic location area that traders both are looking for further selling opportunity to push it down. Then this will be a bear flag formation or a retest of the support and buy upwards. Alright, so definitely very interesting zone to look at. Conservative trader will usually wait for the confirmation, either to break up or break down, a retest, then they engage the trade. Back to the daily chart, where I'll share with you my analysis. This is the last hole of this shark pattern. So for harmonic pattern traders, hi Calvin, especially if you are trained by us, alright, for harmonic pattern, check your data to make sure that the low price over here doesn't touch the forbidden zone. Based on this data, it is still valid. Alright, so this is the buy zone, or rather better known as the PRZ. So if let's say the candle continue to go down, break and close below the low, then this bullish shark pattern is no longer valid. Just wait for the next trading opportunity. However, if the market went out of PRZ over here, this trade is valid. The sad thing is that will leave you a wider stops. So on my end, at least today is Wednesday, I really don't find that there's a need to engage a trade, because Friday is non-farm payroll. There's no need for me to go in and later on then blame, hey, it's non-farm payroll, you know. So what is going to happen, I'm going to observe. Weekend, I'm going to make a decision. If market open on Monday, I'm going to engage this trade. If this trade is valid, then this might be the key highlight for me until the end of the year. I have already planned out a trade just for this pound dollar. Alright, go and think about it. Students graduate from our school, Forex 100. You can definitely go and think about what am I actually thinking and what is my planning, you see. Alright, 4-hour chart, nothing much. Trend trading opportunity, you have to wait for a retest all the way up to 1.2401. That's minimum for me. Alright, to the 1 hour, basically nothing. Alright, so for the fun of it, let's say you are waiting for a retracement back in this area, high to low, 61.8 and 78.6 range. Dollar yen on the daily chart, bearish movement, market went up, first sign of bearish, so aggressive trader, good on you. Very good move if you hold it to at least to this price after the market retrace. Very bearish move. Market has once again retested the high price over here, so you need another break and close above the high of 10901 before it is bullish. To the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, very sideways volatility movement. Market just moved out of the support and resistance area, but generally upwards. To the 1-hour, I would expect upward movement. Alright. So to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Aggressive trader, here's your opportunity. Hear me out, yeah. So there are a couple of ways to look at this. Okay, first I'll speak the obvious. This is the bullish bad pattern completing at 10559. Will it happen? I don't know. Alright, so this is where I'm looking for a buying opportunity. However, the B went off. Okay, so however, over here there are basically two ways to look at it. I basically read this as the ABCD equal move. To some traders, they might looking at it as a potential bearish flag pattern. So it depends which school of thoughts you're looking at. Yeah, so even for ABCD movement, if we talk about ABCD harmonic pattern, each retracement is very important to this point and where is the extension area. So keep to that. But over here, I'm more looking like a ABCD more for a bearish flag pattern. Need a bit more confirmation. Sadly, Friday is non-farm payroll. I can't do anything right now. Quite incapacitated. Okay, so to the 4-hour chart, at least not on the daily chart, I can't do anything over here. Alright. These few days, 1 hour, if there's a setup, I still can trade. Alright, so on the 4-hour chart, market came back up. Okay, over here. Then it retests. Once again, RSI divergence. Aggressive trader, you may consider to engage a trade. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the high went higher over here, and the RSI of the same level went lower. Alright, this is a very minimum engagement rules that you can consider. Not for me, not enough, not strong enough. Yeah, so yep, to the 1 hour. One thing I love about this is it's nicely covered in this zone over here, the sell zone. Alright, so dollar yen, you can wait for selling opportunity for sure. Can read into news of US related news. Alright, see how things goes. Alright, you can always read the summary over here, 5 things you need to know. This is one of the cheat shots we have, so it go to all currency related news. Hi Jameson. Alright, so currency related news over here to see the latest news. Okay, you can read into it, and you can decipher, or you can even discuss in our group chat in Forex 100. Alright, so there are a couple of groups. If you are our students and our active subscriber, you can join Traders live discussion. If not, you can just join the Forex trading group within our page. Alright, okay, great. There's dollar yen. Yep, keep on clicking the like button if you agree. I love to see those likes, smiley faces and stuff like that start flying around. It look damn nice over here. Yeah, so of course, if you do agree and find that this can be helpful, take a couple of seconds, just hit the share button on your Facebook timeline so more people can benefit from it, because you don't know, by just clicking that button with just a couple of seconds, whose life you can impact, and you can let them know that there's an opportunity of such, you see. Alright, so on the daily chart on Euro Yen, 3 pairs gone, 9 more to go. Alright, so Euro Yen on the daily chart created new low over here, so very bearish move. For trend traders, you have to be, that means you're looking for selling opportunity, you have to be a bit more conservative. Very strong engulfing candle over here. This is one of the warning signs I'm looking at, so take note, really take note of that. If I want to go in for a trend trading opportunity, I would rather to really wait until it come back into this zone, a much higher price, then I have a better reward is to risk ratio. To the 4-hour chart, So if you have a connection issue, please remember to click the restart refresh button, and I will get it online as soon as I can. Alright, so where were we? We have cover Euro Yen. So Euro Yen to the 4-hour chart, okay, we can see that there is a bit of such movement. Too bad it doesn't fulfill the criteria for C price, but this is some of the pattern that I'm looking for a bullish shock opportunity. Okay, but on the bigger picture, we might have something. All right, but it's more for trend traders. Have you spotted it? So once again, I have to remind and say that these harmonic pattern, there are 8 rules to it. Alright, of course right now I'm using the shortcuts protect some of the content and to save time. Okay, kill 2 birds in 1 stone. So there are other rules that you have to check. Alright, you cannot just use the price here and there and you can just engage a trade. That's not right. Okay, so for what you know, the engaged price is higher or this trade might be invalid. Alright, but through my experience is somewhere over here. Okay, so there is a bearish Gartley pattern somewhere completing at 12177. So harmonic pattern graduates, feel free to really double check the entry price for trend trading opportunity. Alright, to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, nothing much. Let me just extend this first. Okay, so over here you can use a very simple trading opportunity based on the 1-hour chart in this formation. 1, 2, 3. If it touches the base, then I have a bias towards buying opportunity. Okay, because this is a flag pattern. Okay, so if you want more confirmation, you can wait for it to break out of the box, come back, retest, and engage. Alright, so that is Euro Yen. Very interesting chart. There are 2 potential different opportunity over here. Okay, so to the next pair, Pound Yen. On the daily chart, you can see that it just basically consolidate downwards and slide downwards. Very unique movement. At least is one of the formation that I don't trade. It's sliding downwards, and boom, another low price. To the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, very bearish move, very strong bearish candle. And the only thing that is not Marubozu but really close to it, that means a bearish candle without shadow. Alright, so based on this kind of candle, there is no trading opportunity for me. Alright, to the 1-hour. Okay, so 1 hour, based on the 1 hour, nothing much for me as well. I'll just need more confirmation, of course. You can always develop your own trade plan, but based on my analysis, nothing. So Pound Yen, going to uncheck it. Alright, so right now, nothing much for me. Let's see if we miss out anything. Just run through the 4-hour and 1 hour just in case. Alright, yep, nothing. Pattern invalid for a bad pattern. Over here, it doesn't touch the D price and it slide downwards. We miss by a bit. Yep. So a miss trade is a miss trade. No worries, don't dwell over it. Yep, nothing much, confirm. Alright, so let us move to New Zealand Yen. New Zealand Yen on the daily chart can see that market did have a bit of a low price over here. Check your data. Have you spotted the trend? Very bearish over here until at this price as well, it break above, close below. So it create a stronger resistance. So it is still a bearish setup. Okay, to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, you can see a new high was created, then it came back down. Alright, we test the support line, well covered by this long shadow. Alright, so a very interesting move on the 4-hour. If you're looking for a counter trend trade, my take, if putting in the situation and context, I'll wait for at least double bottom or RSI divergence before I think about engaging the trade. But looking at this strong bearish candle, not likely I am interested. To the 1-hour chart, 1-hour chart, very interesting movement. You might thought that there will be a shark pattern, but based on my analysis earlier on, this has invalid the entire pattern already. To the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Bearish shark pattern completing at 74.09. So if you have any trade plan to buy up, good for you, but not for me. Yeah. So to the 4-hour chart, alright, 4-hour chart, this is basically the setup for a buying opportunity. Yep. So if you have spotted, okay, in fact, this pattern, let me just show you. Have you spotted it on daily chart? Have you spotted it on daily chart? Okay, so this is the X to A, B, C, D. Alright, so over here is a bullish shark pattern, 7028. I do find that it is a likelihood for this bullish shark pattern to form up. Then this bearish shark is going to happen. So since both analyses are still valid, I'll just leave it as it is first. Alright, so looking definitely for a buying opportunity at much lower price. So what I can do, I can set an alert over here. New Zealand yen for our chart, shark pattern. Definitely counter trend, create. Alright, to 1 hour, nothing much for me on 1 hour. So this could be the first immediate sell zone and second level of sell zone. Alright, so that's New Zealand yen. 6 more to go, I think. Then we can call it a day. Alright, so you can take this moment to hit the share button. Once again, even you are watching the replay, I think it's very helpful for traders. Okay, on the daily chart, New Zealand dollar broken the high price once and 2 times, so it has shown a bullish movement. To the 4 hour, trending upwards as well. Immediate buying opportunity at this price as well, if that is your rule possible. Alright, this is the support zone. To the 1 hour, alright, back to the daily chart. I'll share with you my analysis. Okay, so let me just do a quick check over here. Alright, so based on this data over here, the shark pattern for a buying opportunity is valid. Alright, so even if it this pattern, let's say it went deeper, analysis still valid for a buying opportunity. Okay, for a buying opportunity at much lower price as a counter trend move, 64.30 thereabout. Check your data for harmonic pattern trader. Okay, to the 4 hour chart, based off the 4-hour chart, what you can do is within this blue box, there is a buying opportunity as well. So having such movement, I will need typically a double bottom to engage a trade for a buying opportunity before I can go in for a long. To the 1 hour, nothing much for me on 1 hour. Alright, that's New Zealand dollar. To the next pair, Australia. So Australia dollar on the daily chart, we can see that there was a retest of the support. Market went up but did not break above and close above the high, and this is the first break. So based off this what you call a movement, market movement, it is still not a very strong bullish. Alright, in fact this may even break down again. So yep. Alright, so there is a bullish shark pattern there about analysis on the daily chart. Seems like later we can double check. 4-hour chart, nothing much, very deep extension. Okay, and to the 1 hour. So let me share with you my analysis. Alright, my analysis like what it has mentioned. So I totally forgot that I've already drawn a bullish shark. So if your eyes are tuned to it, you'll get to see it over and over again. Alright, first up, you have this bearish shark formation completing at 71.65 and a counter trend move again on this bullish shark over here. So daily chart, AU shark pattern counter trend. Alright, so this is counter trend trading opportunity. Pretty good, pretty cool. Alright, so waiting for that. To the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart very nicely. In fact, we have also, I believe, is a last shark opportunity. Check your data. Okay, so it's either you can choose to engage right now, 4-hour chart, which means you will carry a couple of days. If the Friday non-farm payroll doesn't trouble you, feel free, why not? Yeah, I'll be waiting. Either two things: retest of the low, further confirmation, engage a trade, take it as a risk because this is a very good reward, is the risk ratio, or I just basically ignore this trade and will only analyze again on Monday. Alright, to the 1 hour. Alright, so 1 hour chart, nothing much for me. Okay, back to the daily, and let's go to Australia CAD. Seems like nothing much over here, but just double check here. So Australia CAD, it has created new low once again. Very bearish move. So once you have rules like having two break to form a trend or to sell it as a trend, you will not get this kind of movement, meaning to say that you have lesser chance of being bluffed by the market or tricked by the market. Market went up, break above and close above the high one time, came down. If you went in aggressive buy with ignoring the two break of the high to confirm the trend and ignoring this very strong bearish candle, then you might really hit the stop. Alright, so take note of that. There are no best of both worlds in any decision. Choose the one that is closer to your personality and stick with it. Yeah, so head down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we can see likewise very strong bearish. Market went up, came down. This was the previous high, break above once, then it came down. Correct, so it is still a bearish movement for trend traders. To the 1 hour chart, so on the 1 hour chart, you can see market just slide downwards. Yeah, so you can wait for a retest back into the support line. That is one. To the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Okay, alright, so on the daily chart over here is just a RSI divergence. That's it. Okay, resistance line, waiting for selling opportunity. Nothing much. To the 4 hour, you can see market, if you have engaged a trade, very good, it has double top, then it came all the way down. Good on you if you have traded this, but always ask yourself why you have engaged a trade. Alright, so what is your trading rules? Alright, so 1 hour chart, nothing much unless you're waiting for support resistance zone. But right now I'm pretty much spoiled by choices and just looking for support resistance plainly, and look for a trade is totally not my style, so I'm not looking for this. Next pair, dollar CAD, looks like nothing much. Let's have a look. Dollar Canada, this was the support line, correct? Market broke the high once, twice, bullish trend. Okay, on a bullish trend. This was the low. So right now dollar CAD is still bullish, yeah? Take note. Okay, don't get tricked by this movement. Alright, to the 4 hour chart. Based off the 4 hour chart, market went high. This was the movement. Broken once, broken twice. Bearish movement on the 4 hour chart. And the nice thing is it went back into this resistance area. Sell zone opportunity. To the 1 hour. At least it's nothing much for me. It really depends on you. Yeah, we might have a harmonic pattern, but really not for me. We can double check on that later on the 1 hour chart. Who is this for you? X, A, B, C, D. Right, back to daily. I'll share with you my analysis. Pretty straightforward. Sell zone over here. Market has went off, so invalid. To the 4 hour. Nothing much. To the 1 hour. Alright, let's see on the 1 hour chart on this. Alright, assume this is X to A. Why I don't like, because the C price touches the high price over here. Okay, so not a very nice Gartley pattern. If you fill your trades earlier, that means you factor in earlier and whatsoever, you might already engage the trade. But officially, the trade has not triggered yet. So this is only valid, like, it's still valid. Not for me. There are a couple of filters that I use. Okay, so this is not a valid Gartley for me. Look down, RSI. Even if it come down and retest, well, there's a RSI divergence in that case. So I take back that sentence. Alright, so if market retests over here, then you have a RSI divergence. Market went lower, but RSI is higher. Okay, so potential trading opportunity. But read at the candle. Do read the candle. Very, very strong bearish. Weak bullish. Strong bearish. Hit your stop loss, maybe. Or before, you might even have a better entry. Then you got an entry at much lower price. So I do look at more potential at this area. You must be able to read. Alright, good. Boon Hui, looks like Boon Hui is going to trade this because he's bullish on the 1 hour chart. Am I right to say so? Yeah, he's bullish. Alright, so you must able to read trends and zones very well, and all you need to do is go for a proper education. On top of that, then just spend 30 minutes a day to do this. Alright, so this could be a buy zone over here. So I do believe this is, you can call it experience and call it gut feel. I'm not 100% right, but I do find that it is looking at this bearish movement. Consolidate, bearish, weak, bullish. Alright, there's a chance that the market can go deeper. So if it retests, unless there are any news that actually prevent it to go down, it means dollar went bullish, it can even dip closer to X. So What I'll do this. Right click, add alert. $cat H1 Gartley Pattern. For confirmation, buy zone question mark, but is trend continuation, create. Alright, so that's what I'm waiting for. $cat. There is a opportunity. Okay, so I can use color code over here. That's one thing I really love, one of many things I love TradingView. Okay, let me just make a bit of adjustment if you don't mind. I only want to see on the 1 hour chart. So, yep. Alright. Last two pair, if no questions, that's all for today. Canada Yen on the daily chart, bearish movement, market break above and close above the high ones. So it is still bearish. Okay, to the 4 hour chart, it show otherwise. Bullish trend, market retrace. On the 4 hour is bullish, and based off the 1 hour, okay, market high to low, break new low over here, broken once. So bearish on the 1 hour. Okay, and you thought that it's not possible, yeah? Bearish on 1 hour, bullish on 4 hour, and bearish on the daily. Alright, so nothing much. Canada Yen, a bearish shark pattern, much higher price over here. So send an alert. Okay, shark pattern. Okay, so take note of that. Trend continuation. To the 4 hour chart. Alright, 4 hour chart, this undying bearish Gartley is still alive. Based on the rules, it has not hit the first target level, hence this trade is still live. Yep, so very interesting consolidation. Some traders might have already exited, so it really depends on the trade rules. Okay, please have a firm rules if you are going to intervene in the trade. On the 1 hour chart is one of the most ugly setup. In short, I don't even trade this. When market goes sideways and it went bigger and smaller, not very uniform. Totally not looking to trade this at all. Alright, so over here, that might be have couple of patterns. Let's have a look. Over here, oh, this movement has really invalid it, so there's no need to look at it any further. Basically really nothing much. Alright, so this lack of better terms, I call this the log hailer formation. Alright, so when I see a log hailer formation, what is my trade plan? Absolutely nothing. Alright, or sometimes I love to call it like rattlesnake or whatsoever, depends on my mood. Alright, so absolutely nothing. I don't get eaten alive by the rattlesnake. Okay, not for me. But however, when such things happen, it may benefit those traders that don't put stop loss. Basically, they just enter the trade, they feel like buying or they feel like selling, and they say, hey, I'm not going to put stop loss. Stop loss is for loser, yada yada, this and that. Alright, then they earn some money. But I think market is fair for those who follow the rules and for those who don't. Yeah. Alright, so last pair, Pound Australia. Hi Ken, how? I think I know you, right? Did we meet during army times? Yeah, so either way, remember to like the Facebook page, so next week when we go live, you get notified. Alright, if you love something like this, do share. And sometimes, yes, things that's not within our control, like internet connection issue and stuff like that, just refresh a couple of times. If situation is bad, I'll restart my internet connection. Remember, just pop right in. Unless I've already covered Pound Australia, then that's a different story. Alright, so to the Pound Aussie on the daily chart. This was not a break and close above the high. If you don't understand, can refer to the playback. At the start of the video, I did share about how to analyze and for trend confirmation and stuff like that. Yeah, so it break above, did not close above. Alright, so well resisted, created low, bearish on the daily chart to the 4 hour, bearish movement as well to the 1 hour. What have you learned? Never assume, so you have to check. Okay, this was a high. Okay, move this way, bearish. Okay, so back to the daily chart, and let me share with you my analysis. Alright, so my analysis on the daily chart, very straightforward. AB equals CD equal move equal distant movement. Waiting for a counter trend trading opportunity, totally missed this. Alright, so this analysis is just for reference but no longer valid because market has went up. Alright, and it may already hit your take profit level, then went down continuous again. Alright, so nothing much. On the 4 hour chart, sadly another missed trade, Pound Australia. We are just a few pips away, then market dive down, hit the take profit level and beyond. So once that's done, just delete it, it's fine. Alright, to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, we might have something cooking over here. Trend trading opportunity. Might have, double check. Might not have, might have. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. What do you think? Alright, so do note that harmonic pattern, there are 8 rules, and of course we are saving time over here, and of course to protect our content. If you want to learn it right, come to us, drop us a note. You know, we'll share with you the analysis and how to join our workshop. Alright, so this is the analysis I have for the Pound Australia, looking for a selling opportunity on trend trading. And one thing I love about this setup, first is trend trading, second it went into this sell zone over here. Okay, so this is the area looking for a selling opportunity. So what I'll do, right click, add alert, oops, GA 1 hour chart, back pattern, sell zone, trend continuation. Very good setup, love this. Alright, so I will define the true zone over here, the PRZ. So for traders to really engage the trade, look for a trading opportunity over here. Alright, so if you love to see something like this, and you can spare about 30 minutes a day, okay, and you want to learn this skill set by yourself and you're able to engage it, do your own analysis, join us next Tuesday, 6th of August, just before National Day. Have a very different National Day. One of my favorite song, Count on Me, Singapore. We can achieve, yeah. Alright, so there is a registration link at the bottom. I already sent the registration link. If you don't see it, just wait a couple of seconds, it will pop up. What's going to happen in these 3 hours talk in this 3-hour session, I will be sharing some of the good practice about trading. Likewise, Boon Hui will be sharing as well. And of course, you will learn how to participate, to be in our community, to learn to be able to trade well. And this year we have this revamp of the course, and having both of us more than 10 years of trading experience, we have come up with something that we are able to equip anyone without financial background to able to trade, spot a bad pattern, a buy zone, a sell zone, trend confirmation, all by themselves in just one day. Alright, so hit the registration button. I can assure you it's the best investment you are going to make for yourself, like what I've made 15 years back. So that's all I have for you today. If you love our Facebook page, if you love such event, next Wednesday we are coming back live again, alright, the day after the workshop, and continue to do the 12 currency pair analysis like our Facebook page. So every Monday you receive the analysis, something like this, that the price I'm looking for sell, an estimation of the price usually is within a couple of pips difference, 10 to 15 depend on time frame. Alright, the only one thing, you don't know my stops, you don't know my targets, and those are privileged information that we share with our students as well as our subscriber. Alright, students know how to plot it themselves. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. Once again, remember, always plan your trade and trade your plan, and I will see you soon on next Tuesday workshop. See you.